Hello, clef enthusiasts. I'm Jaime Cortez. This is part 2 of the introduction to fingerstyle picking. Remember that in the first one we talked about planting your fingers, right? So you put your fingers one on each string adjacent to each other. You plant them. We practice that with a D chord, right? Because it goes, yep, nice. Plant it. If we're going to do a C chord, for example, you have to change some of these strings, right? So you move up to different strings. Here's a C chord. So watch the right hand switching from C to D. Plant it. Right? So this practice it lets you get used to planting your fingers on certain strings. Now I'm going to take it a little further now. What happens if this planting now you feel comfortable, you're starting to roll chords. So we're going to arpeggiate some chords. So instead of going together, there'll be some songs that will combine some of these chords, or arpeggio, which is rolling a chord one note after the other. That's an arpeggio, right? And there's different combinations. I'm going to do simple ones right now. I'm going to first show you with Table of Plenty, which is in 3/4, right? 3/4. So I'll do something like this. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and come to the feast of heaven and earth. Come to the table of plenty. God will provide for all that we need here at the table of plenty. And I hear where the hits are, right? Not arpeggio. So there's a combination. Here's another example that we can use. We can use it with Christ in Me Arise. So now this is in 4, right? So now you have something where I'm going to do a combination of a roll, with an arpeggiated roll, but it's just going to be 1 and 2 and then there's a switch of chord. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So then planting, it depending on which is the root, will change your thumb a little bit, and how you decide to use the other fingers, where are you going to be, is up to you. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and Christ in me arise and dispel all the darkness. Christ in me arise with hit, right? And then now arpeggio again. Christ in me pour out your blessing. Christ in me arise, and I shall rise with you. See how we combine them? And every time I hit one of those, I have to plant my fingers to know exactly which combination of strings I'm going to use. So that's another good example. Finally, I'm going to do the one rolling the arpeggio beautifully in that song that we used this past summer of 2024 called Belong by Chris de Silva. So look at how beautiful this is. It's just a roll, right? So it's like... stops. It's a group of 4, group of 4, group of 4, and one group of 3 that stops. So 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, and then it starts over, right? So it's like this. Beautiful, right? You are my light and my salvation. Whom should I fear? And why should I be afraid? Right? If we go to the refrain, remember, it's I belong to you. I belong to you, my God. So if you think about it, all we're doing on the right hand is just, right? So that's, you plant your fingers, you roll the chord, okay? So I belong to you, I belong to you, my God. I belong to you, I belong to you, my God. 3. All right, that's a little bit of lesson. In the next one, Level 3, we'll work a little bit on some other combinations of the right hand that are a little bit more complex, but this is a good step to keep practicing and loosening up to do some good fingerstyle picking, okay? All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you at the next one.